I bought 20 pounds of bulk Lego from shopgoodwill.com, and just like last time, I'm going to use Bricklink to figure out if the pieces and minifigures and sets that are in this box can help me break even. The only difference now is that I actually have my own store on Bricklink called Benja's Bricks, where I'm going to post the items that I find in here and see if I can actually sell them. And so this will more than likely be a two-part video where I'm going to sort through this, find minifigures, sets, get them as complete as I can, and then post them on my Bricklink and see if I actually break even. So let's crack this sucker open, dump its contents down on the floor, and see what we got. Ta-da! Seeing a lot of junk and Duplos in here. Hopefully it's not too bad. Alright, I got the minifigures here. I've got Bricklink open. Time to do some research. Wow. This Beast Boy minifigure is sold used on average for $15 and is sold for as much as $22. It's a great start. I'll post that for $15. Which means next, I'm gonna do Raven. What? Do I have her purple hood? Whew. We got the hood. Wow. This Raven minifigure has sold on average used for $30 and has sold for as much as $42. She's in fantastic condition. I'll probably post her at $30. Next up, I'm gonna take a look at these various Ninjago minifigures. I'm gonna start with this purple snaky boy, because he looks awesome, and I have a feeling he's probably worth something. So it turns out this guy's name is Pythor Chumsworth, and he is sold used for an average of $16, and is sold for as much as $35.99. So I'll probably stick closer to that average price and sell him for about $16. Pythor Chumsworth. Who comes up with these names? I was going to go through the rest of these Ninjago minifigures one at a time, but it turns out they're all part of the same set. It's the Diesel Knot. And while I am missing two of the minifigures and I obviously don't have the box with the instructions, I do have all of the other pieces that go to this set. And given that the average price that it's sold for used is $100, I'll probably be able to sell this for somewhere in the area of $65, $70, which is what I paid for this entire lot. So I'm feeling pretty good about my chances. It's pretty obvious that these minifigures all went together, and it turns out they're part of Santa's workshop. And while none of the minifigures here are worth very much on their own, the complete set is sold used on average for $184. And I just so happened to spend the last few days finding all but 5 of the pieces. And so I feel pretty comfortable posting this at around $100, given that I have all of the minifigures. The sticker sheet hadn't been fully used yet, and bag 3 wasn't even open. Next up, I'm going to take a look at this E.T. minifigure. And it turns out he's sold on average used for $13. However, he appears in this LEGO Dimensions Fun Pack that is sold for $23. And I have just so happened to have found all of the pieces to the Fun Pack. So I can sell this for $10 more than just the minifigure and post it for $23. The last thing I'm going to talk about is this monstrosity. You may have seen it in the time lapse when I was sifting through all my pieces. Turns out that this is the Rex Celsior ship from the Lego Movie 2. And it appears I have all the pieces, but looking at Bricklink, doesn't seem that there's a lot of demand for this set. Only one used one is sold in the last 6 months. And while it was for $165, I still think it's worth it to me to part this thing out and make sure I have all almost 2,000 pieces of this set to then have it not sell at all. So I think I'm just going to keep this ship and add the pieces to my collection because I actually don't have a lot of navy blue. So this will give me a lot more variety in my pieces. But I just thought I'd mention it because it clearly stood out when I dumped out all the pieces as something massive. So here's a breakdown of all of the items and how much I want to sell them for. If I'm successful, I could make $189. And that's not taking into account the Rex Celsior ship and a bunch of other pieces and minifigures that I didn't think were worth trying to sell. While I'm still trying to find all the pieces to the Diesel Knot, I'll probably get all these posted on my Bricklink sometime this week, and I'll post a link to that down in the description below. So if you out there want to help support the channel and help me break even on this lot that I bought, go check it out. I'll post a follow-up video to this in a few weeks just to give me enough time to get all these things sold, breaking down how much I actually sold them for, because I'll probably have to adjust the prices as the weeks go on. And so we'll see if this was a good investment and use of my time. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Go check out my brick link if any of these items interest you at all. And I will catch you in the next one.
E.T. phone home.